The goal is efficiency. Do as I say, not as I do. This is not the deck for efficient laddering. It is, however, a deck that's great for getting our grind on. This hand seems fine. Having a Sunsoul Phoenix the opener is kind of medium, but a couple change courses. We got a Scars of War on the play here. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to... I'm still getting used to playing multiple games again. I forgot to update my my stream title before I went live. I'll try and make sure I do that in the future. Tuesday and Thursdays are my normal Hex afternoons streams, so unless I post otherwise, I will have Hex on these days still. Magic's mostly going to be an evening thing, I think, and I will try to make sure I flip my title back in the meantime. I think really slow. Right, you know, it's your clock, use it as you will. I'm playing a control deck, so I can't really judge my opponent for playing too slowly. I think they usually play the Blood Diamond Sockets deck. Yeah, looking like Blood Diamond Sockets. LeClaire Randy with the 15-month resubscription. Welcome back. Alright, so Withering Gaze like to take one of my goodies here. Anything but the Sunsoul Phoenix's game for them. Actually, I wouldn't be too surprised if they take Change Course here, just because, like, Scars of War I don't think is particularly good against the, I don't think it's particularly good against the Blood Diamond Sockets deck. Okay, guess wrong. I streamed Magic, last night for several hours. You can find the archive on my YouTube channel. Always find my archives on the YouTube channel. I don't know if I like this new coloring on the chat box. They changed some things around. I don't know if it picks up quite as well as the other one did. Dealer's choice here. We've added a third change course to our hand. They have a third Withering Gaze here? Pop this off and then step. Yeah, I'm gonna 10 out of 10 grab the Lanupaw site here. Hopefully we draw a non-slow resource, but if we don't, we can just play the coin out here. Alright, yep, I'll play this so that we can change course again. So, Phoenix is in our hand. We usually don't play them for free until very late. Every time we play an action, this gets -2 cost until end of turn. So, like, if we're able to fire off 3 actions, we can play this for free. But this deck doesn't have a ton of cheap actions in it, like some other decks that play Phoenix. Altar of Nulzann. This card's very good against us. This says whenever they play a socketed card, they get to draw a card if it's the first one they played that turn. Hey, speed. So that's one of their better cards against us because it's going to let them kind of grind and keep up with our card advantage. I think I actually want the Sapphire Shard here because I kind of want to make sure that I am hitting all of my resource drops. We immediately draw another resource to kind of punish us for binning 2 pieces of removal there, but opponent doesn't have anything going on quite yet. But I guess we also need to be kind of scared because Animus is the type of card we need to answer right away. Maybe I should have run the Gambit and taken the Pyre Strike there. We do have a lot of resources in the deck. That's awesome. Sweet. Would love to draw a Zygmunt's game at this point, because Zygmunt's game can destroy an artifact, which means we can take this Altar of Nulzann off the table. So we've got 2 Lanupaw sites in the bank here. We've got 1 draw on the Scars of War, so we've got a few more draws coming up. Hopefully they have a few things that this can kill. They are going to be able to draw a card with this altar, because they made a effigy of Nulzann here. Alright, it doesn't have speed, it gets a random gem, so it can't be blocked, so that's not really particularly good against us. If we hit a resource here, we get to just jam the Sunsoul Phoenix down their throat. Non-slow resource, I suppose. We've already drawn 2 of our coins, so... Zygmunt's game, speaking of. Yeah, so I'm actually just going to play the Scars of War here to kill this effigy of Nulzann. And the reason why I'm doing that is now Zygmunt's game can destroy this Altar of Nulzann, guaranteed. And we hit a non-slow resource, so we get to play that and draw a couple cards, and then we can play the Sunsoul Phoenix here. Ideally, we would have drawn another Sunsoul Phoenix there, so that way we could have played that one out, the drew a card, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and get in here for now. Next turn, we're going to be able to play a resource to activate our champion power, which will create an Oracle Song for us, which lets us draw 2 more cards. So, opponent is missing their diamond threshold currently. If they have a hero fall, that's going to suck a little bit, because then we only have a Psychic Ascension and this one Phoenix with to win the game, but if we get to our second Phoenix before the hero fall, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. That's really unfortunate. So one of these Phoenixes had draw 2 cards on it, so that would have been nice to hit. In fact, the fact that we had a Phoenix with draw 2 in there might have been an argument for waiting on playing that one out until we hit the second one, since we know they're a hero fall deck. Let's do this. So now these Lanupaw sites only draw 2 cards because Phoenix is actually our only troop in the main deck. Zygmunt's game's a good hit here. An Oracle Song, draw a couple of cards. That being said, we have a ton of actions in our discard pile right now, so we are going to be able to return this Phoenix to play for free. And just this one Phoenix could very well beat them down, but it would be much quicker if we had 2 of them. Like, I drew a Stifling Sting here down the line too, so like if I would have waited till I had a piece of interaction for the hero fall, I'd have been better off too, so yeah, I probably should have just waited there instead of pulling the trigger. This has a draw on it, this resource has a draw on it, so like in a medium spot. They still don't have their 3rd resource, so that's good for us. We've got 4 actions in the crypt. Can't bring this back right away, but we're close. Century of Nulzann, sure. Smart using the hero fall when they did. It lets them get rid of the Sunsoul Phoenix here. Play the resource that draws a card, see what we get. Lanupaw site, send me up. So I'm gonna actually, so I'm gonna play Lanupaw site, which puts a 5th action in my crypt, and then I'm gonna Stifling Sting to kill the Century of Nulzann, which puts a 6th action in my crypt, which I can then void all 6 of those to return my Phoenix to play. Hey, Ace. Deck my opponent down to 13. Hopefully our Psychic Ascension's not the bottom card in our deck. I'd be kind of surprised if this one Phoenix can go the distance, and the other Psychic Ascensions are only other win condition, so we're a little unfortunate we could still lose this game, just because of the positioning of our Ascension. They found a diamond, so their hand's likely unlocked now. Dark Heart here would be bad for us. MC, sure, this has speed on it. So every time this diligences, when it readies, it gets a random socketed card from their deck to their hand. Alright, that's Scars of War. Let's play this and draw a card. Transmog, it's a good hit. Attack with this. If they have another hero fall here, we could just Zygmunt's game post-combat. Which they do. Now that they did that, actually, let's just go ahead and cast Scars of War here, because it lets us draw a card. If you refresh, it shouldn't be. I went live with the wrong game, but I thought it updated. Check again if it still isn't, but it should be updated. Stifling Sting's an okay draw. Let's pass the turn here. Opponent's down to 3 cards in hand. We've got a Gripful here. We're 2 resources away from this. We're a lot of actions away from Sunsoul Phoenix, unfortunately. Zygmunt's game is going to be able to kill that, which is nice. Oh, that is 4 defense. That's annoying. Huh, well, there's Psychic Ascension. Well, that's great. This means we can actually win the game, which is good. I'm a confirmed fan of winning the game. Eventually, you know. So now, our champion power generates a random action for us, and whenever we play an action, we generate a random troop. Opponent just packs it in. It's not completely unreasonable. I'm gonna cut a Sunsoul Phoenix against the Hero Fall deck. I think the extra Zygmunt game is excellent. We need to keep Altar off the table. The Scars of War seems okay. It kills MC. Is that all it does? Maybe that card's not that good, actually. Darkheart, obviously bad. They're a deck full of socketed things. Fortress of the Ayotochi might be fine. I kind of want this card in my main deck, honestly. Lanupaw side is great. We trim a change course. Altar is an artifact, so Zygmunt's game gets to clean it up. I'm just going to board pretty minimally here, I think. I think this matchup's probably pretty reasonable for us. They're like a mid-range troop deck. Weird. The clock on my computer is way wrong. Huh. I wonder where that is. I wonder if the power surge yesterday I had did something to the BIOS battery. Look, my clock's almost 4 minutes slow. I believe my opponent also streams Hex. Yeah, if you want to watch this match from the other side too, King Saru is also streaming. That sounds like medium minus. It's got 3 pieces of removal in it, basically. Let's give it a try. Burgle Dirtle auto loses to Altar, yep. He's so defensive. He's so defensive. Now, Dirtles, calm down in chat. So when this hits us, it gets flight, or when this attacks, it gets flight, and when this hits us, he gets another Crypt Curse, so we're 10 out of 10 going to transmog that. MC, okay, yeah, so we're transmogging the Crypt Curse deck, because we can just kill the MC with a Stifling Sting or a Pyre Strike on our turn. This doesn't actually generate advantage until they're ready. Scars of War would be nice here. Maybe I do want extra Scars of War in the deck. I'm gonna go ahead and Stifling Sting this, as opposed to Pyre Strike. Stifling Sting has the upside of being able to counter an action later, but Pyre Strike deals 1 more point of damage, which I think is valuable to have, considering they have 3/4s in their deck. Huh. I feel like they can't really punish me here for just playing this Lanupaw site. Like, maybe I want to hold the Discombobulate, but I really just want to, like, generate some real card advantage here so I can propel myself into my next few resource drops. Trano with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you and welcome. To get the notification on screen for your for the new subscriptions now, you have to refresh your browser page and hit the notify button at the top of the chat there. Otherwise, it will not pop up for you. Sure. Let's transmogrifade the crap out of that one. That's actually really bad for us. So we are going to have to kill that one with the Pyre Strike. Maybe I should have held the Transmogrifade. I think we're holding the Discombobulate up here. Can I take this hit? I probably actually can't afford to take this hit, right? Mom, the mods are fighting, right? It's also possible, like, I just don't want Discombobulate in my deck. I think that could be a very real possibility. It's probably really bad on the draw. It might just be, like, worse than, like, a Dingle on average. Or, like, maybe I want to cut the Discombobulates for, like, the 4th scars in a Dingle. You could also see the last Stifling Sting being okay. That's kind of scary. Wish I had held the Transmogrifade now. Okay. How many actions are in here? One lot. Play the Sunsoul Phoenix on defense and draw a card. If they play something socketed, they just get to exhaust this and then almost kill us, but I'm pretty sure we're supposed to leave this on D in case they, you know, they have their champ power 2 here, so probably pretty dead. I feel like this card's not supposed to be in my deck. Pack it in here. I think I want this Dingle. I'm gonna cut these Discombobulates. Yeah, but I could have, what's it called, killed it on my ready, right? I could have played it, I could have, like, Pyre Struck it. Yeah, I could have just Pyre Struck it. I think I'm gonna do that, bring in this Dingle and the Sting over the 2 Discombobulates. I don't know if I want scars. I actually just have no idea. I feel like they're going to have a lot of draws for this card. It doesn't line up well. I guess it, like, kind of combos with itself. Alright, fine. Let's do that. Like, two scars line up to kill their 4 defense things. Tarnator! With the new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you and welcome. Maybe replace Discombobulate with Deny. Well, Discombobulate's a fine card in this deck. I don't think I want a 3-mana interrupt target thing in this matchup specifically. I'm not talking about not wanting Discombobulate in general. I'm talking about not wanting the Discombobulate effect against the aggressively slanted deck that my opponent is playing. Our resource base can only produce 13 Sapphire thresholds. You need to press the Notify button now, Tar. That's a new thing on Twitch's end. Should be at the top of your chat, and if you don't see it at the top of your chat, you'll need to refresh and then press the send notification, and you'll get a Pikachu. Deny is double Sapphire threshold requirement, which 13 Sapphire is not quite enough to support consistently. Yeah, dodge Sentry on 1 all 3 games. What a professional. I'm gonna hold this focus for now, mainly because if we like if they play a troop and we hit a focus next turn, we could go focus, focus, zig game, play Sunsoul Phoenix attack. There we go. There's the Pikachu. Thanks for the support, Tar. Man, that's the only Psychic Ascension in my deck. I think I have to take it. I didn't board in a second. I guess we have Fortress here. Having 3 win conditions in our hand feels a little bit bad. Bulletproof Pope with the 3-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. The message will go away now that you've done that. Sweet. So we get to do exactly what I said we could be able to do this turn. So we get to focus into a focus, which also ticks down the Psychic Ascension nicely. I grab a Transmogrifade here, sign me up, and I'll play Zygmunt's game to destroy their troop. And now the Sunsoul Phoenix is free because we played 3 actions this turn. Zygmunt's game. I had an opponent try to Diamonds favor my Altar of Nulzann the other day. Similar concept. To be fair, it is pretty easy to like switch those 2 things if you're not super familiar with them, right? Sentry, sure, so all their socketed cards cost -1. Couldn't Trash Butte be a sideboard option for the socket matchups? I mean, the core of these decks are... Sure! I mean, I haven't played a huge variety of matchups with this deck, so I don't actually know that we need cards for the sockets matchup, but if we were looking for cards, Trash Butte would definitely be a card that we would be interested in. I'm gonna go ahead and Stifling Sting this Sentry, I think, here. Just, like, keep them off of being able to go nuts with Animus next turn. Yeah, that's weird. It started on you on the first sub picture, but you have the 3-month subscriber gem. I mean, like, what shards they have, right? Like, artifacts are basically shardless constants. Yep. I think I'm just gonna hold this for now. Let's see what we draw. Alright, I mean, like, on the list of non-shards there, I was happy with drawing. That was definitely towards the top. 10 out of 10 have to Transmogrifade this. Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot for them. This can't do anything, so we'll just pass the turn back. If they have any socketed thing, they can use this to exhaust my Sunsoul Phoenix. Like I said, the fact that like I have both of these here, it's very possible that taking the Psychic Ascension over one of these 2 resources we binned off the change course was wrong. Like, if I would have taken one of the resources, I would have made my resource drop this turn, and then I'd be only 1 resource away from playing this Fortress of the Ayotochi, which is definitely what we want to be doing right now. It's just like building up a board that's defensive. Yeah, yo, cousin, how are we doing? They're doing, you know, medium minus. Oh, geez, does he not have anything? 10 out of 10. Like, snap trading here. Snap trading this for your Grimskull Tactician. What is in his hand that they don't have Hero Fall or a socketed troop? I'm actually just not sure. But 10 out of 10 want to block this so they can stop threatening to exhaust this. That way I can play defense with my Phoenix. Got 7 actions in there. Gonna bring that Phoenix back. Where my Phoenix at? That's such a... Does it have sacrifice in it? Weird. Okay. So kinda want Zygmunt's game? We wanted to play Pyre Strike and Transmogrifade in the same deck. I think both those removal spells are pretty well positioned. Jerry Thunder with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cycle this and see what we can hit here. Okay, that has... Do you need help really quick? Alright, I'm gonna go help Jake with something. I will be right back. We are not attacking with this 10 out of 10. Just... It'll suck if they hero fall it since we drew one, but it is what it is. Well, that can very quickly get out of hand. If they don't have removal, if they have a socketed troop, like if they have a MC here, we're basically just dead. Please attack me. Please attack me. Please attack me. Please attack me. No, I actually don't think... I'm not even sure... Whoa, this attack is so aggressive. Like they're basically trading their Dark Heart for 4 points of damage there. That's so aggressive. Do I want to play this Sunsoul Phoenix here? I could champ power. Actually, I should probably champ power and draw some cards, right? Because I need to kill this Animus here. I think I need to just kill the Animus. If we miss on killing the Animus, we could just die here. That's really unfortunate. I guess we get a Transmogrifade. Alright. 50%. Lost the 50%. Can we? 1, 2, oh, only 3. Okay. That's a 9/9. So we're gonna be dead to any socketed card next turn. Pyre Strike. Okay, well that lets us kill that at least. So we've got some redraws here at a Zygmunt's game, or... Oh, that voids it, so this gets smaller. That's cute. I think we're just passing here. They draw a speed troop, this can kill it. Or an X2. We're playing this at end of turn because this draws a card when we play it. It also puts 2 damage on this and says it can't be healed, so if we draw like running Pyre Strikes, we could get rid of this potentially. 4 actions in there. We've only played 1 Zygmunt's game, so we need a Zygmunt's game or a Transmogrifade here. And Transmogrifade might not even do it, so we're going to 2. What a weird... I guess that voids Phoenixes. Well, we're technically not dead yet. We're dead. We're dead to a lot of things. We are technically not dead yet, so we can put this back into play to block. Why is Fortress? His thing was socketed with a gem that says this can't be blocked by troops with power less than this troop, so the Fortress tokens wouldn't have been able to block it. No removal? One-time dealer? I'm assuming if they had removal, they'd just slam it, right? Yeah, did the speed as well? Okay. I mean, he warned me that he was slow. That's a little... It's like, just play your card. It is what it is. We're dead, but like, I hate that. Just like, you get that like, that tank moment there where there's like, oh, they're thinking for a second, like, we might actually be able to get out of this. Like, we played tight, and then they're just like, oh no, we drew what we needed. What will you know? I was like, oh, okay. Okay. And I think, what that game definitely definitely came down to was the fact that I took the Psychic Ascension over the resource on turn 2 off the change course, and like that's what can be difficult to like you know, identify like what you're doing right and wrong in TCG sometimes, is because like I'm pretty sure the critical mistake I made that game was the fact that I took the wrong card on the second turn of the game, and like that I missed my 5th resource on 5 because I didn't have a resource, and like I died with the Psychic Ascension in my hand that I didn't actually need to win the game. Those are the types of decisions. Yes, we had Fortress of Ayotochi and we had multiple Phoenixes, like. I mean, like, sure, our opponent made a few questionable decisions to like allow us to get into a point to win that game, but like I also could have played better to maximize my potential to play around their mistakes. You can't worry about like what your opponent's doing, because like you don't have any control over the choices your opponent's making while you're playing a game, so you have to like focus on the decisions that you're making that are allowing you to do things. That Scars of War just wanted to come to us. Opponent's playing Winter Moon, so probably a combo deck of some sort. Especially with Mind Call. There's a Monk combo deck, I believe. Yeah. Sure. Eager Lackey. Alright, not quite sure what we have going on. I mean, shards are fine, right? Like, we want to make like our first 6 to 7 resource drops. We have an Ayotochi coin to cycle here too. Discombobulate sounds excellent. Sign me up. I'll be right back. I think I need to change a diaper. Yeah, you're not wrong. We're still silver, right? We've been doing quite a bit of losing with the decks we've been playing this latter season so far. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and Scars of War here and clean up these nerds. Like, their damage is gonna add up fairly quickly. I love Ayotochi Coins with Dreaming Fox. Like, getting to Fox on 6 is so much better than getting to Fox on 7. Opponent and I both playing the waiting game here. Would prefer if I were playing the waiting game with a Lanupaw site, but 1, 2, 3, 4 actions in there. So next turn we can go Shard into Mooncall Ceremony. I'm going to Discombobulate this because it's prophesized to draw a card. So not only am I countering their thing, but I am taking them off of the draw from that. You can see here, this draws the line there to my Discombobulate, so they're not playing Royal Halberb. That is a card that they prophesize. Perfect. Let's Lanupaw site while they don't have any resources up here, and then use my chant power to draw 2 cards. And that resource draws a card, so we can see at least 2 cards next turn, hopefully more. Well, that's a little unfortunate. So they hit the Mooncall Ceremony right away that they just put back into their deck. So I got to draw a card from the Prophecy and draw a card for playing it. This is... For reference, these first couple matches here are a good example of why. Another reason why playing control decks isn't necessarily a great idea. Not only, like, the control deck that we're playing is kind of like a metagame deck for, like, that's just not even that. All control decks in general are metagame decks. They're, like, trying to jockey for position against the decks they expect to be popular in the format, basically. And, it can often be difficult for that to be successful for you. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to go for the balls to the wall approach here, and we're transmogrifading this. And then we're casting Scars of War here. And then we're playing all 3 of these 3 Phoenixes that are in my hand. Let's do our best. Aggro's good, right? Let's do our best aggro impression here. Roar! Phoenix Ho! Attack for 12. Oh no! It's a trap! We aggro now, boys! Aggro. Weird that they had a Mooncall Ceremony they didn't play last turn when they could play the other thing out. Shackling Strands, that's rude. They were smart, and Shackling Strands the one that draws a card when it comes back into play. Ready to return this Phoenix to play next turn. Got plenty of actions in here. 10, in fact. Yep. Lead on change course. See what we get here. Love a Stifling Sting. Just protect our 2 Phoenixes that we're gonna have that we're racing with here, basically. Feel the Dada with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome and thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. Let's crack in here with these 2 dorks. And then next turn they're actually dead, right? This puts them to 11, and then we have 8, and this is 11 here. I mean, they're going to 9, but still, this is lethal. This adds extra damage. That's a good conscript, gains them some life. enough life that the Stifling Sting is now no longer going to be able to kill them this turn. It's a free block. The Nasher came from a Discombobulate. Hey, Ulthar. Yep. Trade makes sense. Hit them down to 6. Pass the turn here. Alright, so Scars of War seems okay against what you're doing. Zygmunt's game does not. Scars seems great. Dark Heart doesn't seem terrible. Stifling Sting seems fine. Mad Robomancer is probably okay. Swift Strike and Action Creation in here. Need Pyre Strikes? Probably not. It's probably worse than Discombobulate. Get our interrupt on. Nah, the Arcana makes for bad streaming. Like there's too much downtime in the middle, and plus the ladder just reset. So anytime I was only playing the Arcana vaults at the end of last season because I was firmly locked in my ladder position basically. I'd much rather get some games in, ladder up. Get free prizes from laddering, and I've qualified for every CCS so far, and I would like to continue that trend. Sand seems fine. It's got 2 pieces of removal, some card advantage, a couple of win conditions. I actually don't think I can moto very well between rounds right now. I think I need to wait till I get more RAM in order for that to be possible. Exactly, yo cousin just downloaded up. I actually just ordered another 16 gigs of RAM. We are eating something. Sorry, I muted myself there. I didn't get a chance to eat lunch before I started streaming today. We have some Nature Valley Granola Crunch. It's very, very delicious. This stream is in no way endorsed by Nature Valley Granola Crunch, but Nature Valley, if you're out there, it could be. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? Like, the Hex and Magic are such similar games, but, like, the fact... I'd be lying if I said that wasn't one of the reasons I'm doing it. I definitely plan to do some Magic Online into Hex streams like we used to do last year. I also, like, I did genuinely want to just, like, play slightly more Magic. Like, the people that I play paper with locally, a lot of them are playing more Hex and less Magic, and just, like, I need to play the game to regularly produce content for it reasonably. I'm gonna stick my Mad Robo here. Get dingled, probably. happened? The Knife Cat returned quietly to a mountain village. Knife Cat might return someday, but I don't know. He's got a lot going on. So that's a lot to do. Knife Cat will complete the main storyline at some point. We'll probably stream it when we do. In the meantime, in between time, we'll be playing Hex and Magic. I'm gonna mute myself while I eat some more granola crunch here.